Alright, well, anyways, hi. I'm here again. Better or worse. Yeah, things are still a little. But hello! It's coming back after a long, long week of snow and other stuff. I mean, wow. It snows once a month here, but everything goes to shit, and it hasn't gotten better. The last couple of days have been everyone basically. Before the snow, everyone was panic buying, and now after the snow, everyone is panic buying because they've run out of food or something. So, I've been a tired cat, and I've been trying to adopt a few more new lifestyle changes to continue on with my ever fervent pursuit of productivity. Right now, I'm kind of working on two motherfucking pieces of paper with just like a list of things to do. When either I'm practicing singing or if I'm practicing voice acting. So that I can like simplify the process, take some of the thinking and the blockade out of it. And yeah, that's mostly it. I had my appointment with my doctor lady and I've learned that yeah, the meds are working. Everything from here right now though is a matter of discipline. So having to break a couple of ingrained habits, some better than others, some really hard. But anyways, that's enough about me. How are you guys? How's been your week? Sounds like you've been getting some snow too, huh, Magnolia? Also, I don't know what's up with my mouth today. It just doesn't seem right. Depressed and upset, subtle FC drama of just non-activity. I mean, honestly, not to like compete, but that sounds like some pretty. I mean, it's different for everyone, I suppose. I'm sorry to hear all the same, though. FC drama is basically the worst because it's all personal. Everyone's gonna see everyone. It's everything. Got snowed in, so you couldn't go to work today or yesterday, which sucks because you finally have a job you like. Ooh, do tell. I have to say that ever since I got on my meds, that I've actually been enjoying my job way more than I like used to. So glad to hear. Social nights, I'll literally have no one show up despite 10 people on. Oh, you're talking about the your venue. Well, Ace, let me like give you something from my perspective at least. Despite being in a very, very popular RP venue, which has 4 nights a week. Oh, wait. The venue's been closed since November, but it's a social night. Oh, so like a social activity night, like playing games or a movie or something, huh? Just actual social nights so as to bring people together and just chat and hang out. I see. Start a job at an escape room place and you're the guy that gives the clues when you're stuck. Ooh. Fun. I know there's a couple of escape rooms sorta where I am, but never actually like bothered to go to one. Despite the fact that my like friend, I think that their parents used to own one or something. I don't really remember. Yeah, and it does suck, Ace, but if it's any consolation, I don't know how close or interconnected all of you are, but you know, honestly, the game is the slowest it's ever been. We have a lot of content drought. I mean, this patch is just recently dropped, so maybe you might see a little bit resurgent with that, but unless this is an FC of like real life friends, maybe try not to take it too personally. Everyone's just probably off and about doing their own thing, if that helps any. I know, like, on my hand, I have been basically absent from 14 for like forever. So, yeah. But I've actually been playing a bit more lately. If only just to do like a front line on a couple of characters, because I want to get. I learned that I didn't need to grind the battle pass for PvP come last patch, because the season is still not over for that. So that's a little comforting. It gives me something to grind once a day. You don't know if it's the general drift that occurs, the post-New Year return to work, or yeah, I would say the drought, honestly. If your FC is, if it's not real life friends and it's just a bunch of people you randomly met on 14, it is quite possibly the drought. Because, everyone's got friends everywhere. They've got friends in real life, they got friends in other communities, That's the hard part about it. You can't take it too personally because at the end of the day, this could just be a drop in the bucket for them, I'm the sort who only has like one community, maybe two, that I spend most of my time in. Getting me to try to interact outside of that one is probably the hardest thing anyone could do, because I just can't like manage all of those things. I always have to keep it concentrated, which I think is why I can't like. I've maybe have my interest in 14 a little bit more. It's because I'm kind of slowly growing off of Honkai, not completely, but maybe, I don't know. So, yeah. I do feel ya. It always does suck when you have people you enjoy spending time with and they're not around and nothing else. You gotta sit AFK in your maternity rocking chair. Yeah. At any rate. Anything else that was on my little note card? Oh, yeah. So here's a fun thing that I've been trying to like get working. So a year ago, I got this mic and sound interface thingy. So, it's just something that you hook up to a microphone to better record sound in a better, higher quality. And, well, it turns out the packaging for it doesn't include the cable that connects the microphone to the interface, so I had to go out and buy that before I could use it. And then I found out, oh, wait a second, it's not working because my Android, because it doesn't work with Android. So I'm thinking, oh shit, okay, well, actually I have an iPhone, I realize. So I go find my iPhone that I bought for like face recognition software stuff for VTubing that I never went anywhere with because it's weird to have a hot iPhone on your desk overheating. So I thought, all right, I'll go find that. This will, I can keep it in my closet and this will be my little studio room for singing practice. Well, it turns out the iPhone I bought 2 years ago doesn't even have an audio jack, so couldn't use that either. So I had to do a little Googling. I found the back of the box for the interface, and I realized it does say iPhone and Android. But to get connected with an Android, I need this 4-pole connector adapter thingy. So I ordered that today. It should be here tomorrow, and we'll see if this will finally let me use the thing that they'll use the gift that was $100 for the microphone and the interface. That's been my fun back and forth on trying to get this stupid thing working. Ho hum, ho hum. Yeah, when you have to pay like the same amount of money for the thing to make the thing work. Hell, it's right now it's only been $33 for the cable, $8 for the XLR. And it's not like, I wouldn't have paid that much money anyways for the things that were gifted for me literally for free. So, can't complain that much. It still saved me $100. And Orkshi is the only player who actually came to the Social Nights, just left the FC. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. That's the bane of small FCs for sure. I think it's kind of funny that we have like the opposite problem where we have too many people. but no one's talking to each other, as opposed to a small FC. But, as again, everyone's got their own priorities, and I guess you gotta realize that sometimes. Oh, you're 70 members. Okay, that's a medium FC at least. Mine's 230, so... Oh, is it 230 or is it 300 now? I can't remember. Alright. The wall of windows, huh? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it would look like. I've seen that in a million houses before. Anyways, I think we have chatted enough. Let's get into what we're actually going to be doing for today. That's right, it's one-shots. You never changed it, that's why. You think I'm going to go around changing people's names? No. That's called a violation of power. No, I could 100% change everyone's name on the online list to be like a Rickroll or something, and just wait until someone actually notices. I could change them all to Endless Shaft. That would be quite the endless. Anyways, you're free to look at my cool little wallpaper. It's time for one shot. Let's see what new little cutscene plays, if any. Nope, just go straight into it, right? Because we are back to Solstice mode. Now, has anyone here played Solstice? Or, I think you're the only newcomer, Magnolius. Have you played OneShot before? Or do I need to warn you or get you up to date or whatever? Play the original, but not Solstice. Alright, would you like... I cannot tell you anything then, but of course you're going to spoiler mode, but up to you. Alright, just making sure. The bridge is broken. But yeah, and last time, if I can recall, we were... what were we? So we basically came back after choosing to let Nico stay stuck in the world. And, you know, keep the world alive rather than to give Nico their freedom. I kind of regret it, but hey, you know, I made my choice, I'll live with it. But we wound up coming back after we read the note on the author. I think that's what they're called, the author. And so we did the solstice thing. We went around, entered the code, made sure we're going the solstice route versus just playing the game again. And well, the game was not happy. The game was not happy at all to hear so. What wound up happening was... we wound up finding ProfitBot's prototype. The one who knows the real truth about the world. About how the world is truly a game made by a very not us person. And how we are technically the reason why Nico returns. Because we can't have the game without a sentient body inside of it, I guess. And, well, another person died. Silver, I believe was her name. She was very cool, she had up a ceiling for us, but unfortunately the squares took her. Oh, right, that's what we were looking for. It was very sad, very heroic. But, if all ends well, I'm sure we'll see her again. So we need a battery. And gears, that's right. Alright, so Magpie and the robots. Lots of lore in that recap. Yes, there is, a lot. But the little nitbits you're free to find out yourself, should you ever choose to play it. Alright, so we need to find our way back, which I think we can do if we just go out the left door if it's not blockaded. Hello, person. That's me, a person. Nope. We can't. Alright, so we're gonna have to find our way around. You could have brought the battery from the Barrens to use for this part. Oh! Huh. That is fun. Feels a bit like abandoning the FC. I mean, did you make the FC, Diamond, or? Oh, what happened to the city? Well, right now we don't know what happened to the city, but for the island, the squares are just currently consuming everything. We've heightened the speed at which the corruption of the world is being consumed. Oh, no, this is the way we came out. Oh, wait a second, maybe... Yeah. Empty bottle, sponge, crowbar, syringe, journal. No, no lone clover, at least what I thought would be the case. Oh wait, can you just travel? No. Yeah, I'm a bit lost. No, I don't think the burbs have starved yet. The island is breaking apart, but not necessarily anything else from what we know at the time being. I am motherfucking lost. What to do, what to do. Oh, wait a second, maybe... Nah, I thought that would be the way. It's a ball. Maybe... I mean, there is one other place we haven't checked yet, but... No, we've already chalked in the graveyard. And what's in the graveyard is just... them telling us we need to go get... a battery and a gear. Which requires us to find exactly how to get back over to the other set of islands. No, more squares over there. This has always been a weird little spot. I don't really understand what the point of that pond area is. But alright, there's only one other spot to check, so let's see if there's a way back to the other island through here. Looks like most of the bridges around the glen are broken, and that's right, the bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. Bridges are in very specific locations over water. You need to find the right points. Vines must be very strong, too. An undertaking. Ah. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. Whoa. What happened? Are you okay? Are you? Aw. Don't beat yourself up, Nico. This was gonna happen in the last one either. It was always gonna be her time one way or another. Yeah, and I like plant peoples. That's a real big heavy hit. A bit old. Oof. You know, Nico, you could have just jumped over, but just had to go kill another person, didn't you? Oh, you know what? That's a much bigger bridge. Never mind. Understandable. Alright. Buckets of bolts. Who wants to give up their battery? Hello, person. This is the main generator of Glen. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Oh, right. I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for this thing in the Barrens, didn't we, Kala? If this is an emergency for living beings, you can use the battery from the generator. Oh! Wait. If we take the battery from here, all you guys lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Kala and I should go find another one. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. Oh. Alright, thanks. Don't worry, we'll return it. I mean, we'll return it in a sense. The same way returning the world to where it should be is gonna probably put that battery right on back. All I'm doing is redefining a few words. So we got our battery, now we need to go find Magpie. Bridge to the forest was just restored. Village evacuees should be able to find better fishing spots here. Land Spirit is really looking out for us, isn't she? Yeah. Oof. She sure is, sport. Oh, wow, they really all did just come from the top of the village. Down here. Sure am. You here to trade? Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back at my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. So my collection is very limited right now. I managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though. Nico every day says Nico. Hello, Nico. I think you're a fan, aren't you? Oh. Do you have anything like gears? Gears? Like the middle spinny things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait. I do have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box. Yeah. There's a lot of little middle bits in here. It's a thing. Don't question the name unless you want to explain a 7-hour lore thing. No worries. I think we'll hit the skip cutscene one on that one. Oh, that might work. I'm not sure if I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things. Aw. What am I saying? You're the savior! Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need to save the world, right? Take it. Thank you. Word. What a cool guy. By the way, if you ever see a big guy with goggles and a cool helmet, tell him the trader in the Glen said hi. Also ask him if he has any more music boxes for trading. Will do. Sniff. I want to go back home. There is no more home. It's the Ram. What a day. If only we still had the Ram shirt. That's a demonic Ram. If only you could have also gotten like the Ram shirt and the Solstice as well. Squares are bad news, man. I don't think anyone should, I don't think anyone should question the fact that they're all already made of squares in the first place. Anyways, I think we have the two things we need. Let's go see what tragedy's gonna happen next. You guys have anything new to say? We're just about done here, so let us know when you want to go back to the ruins. Okay. Did ya find any... What were you looking for again? Gears? Gears! Did you find any of those? No, but I found this music box though. Ooh. Hello, Magic Man. I return. Sorry, I forgot. What parts do we need to find again? Oh, I forgot. We need to actually select them now. On a scale of 1 through 10, what are you thinking about right now? Yes or no? Yes. Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. Trauma generator on one of the islands. The research station. Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. We can always just give it back later. Alright. Still need a few gears to put in this engine back together. Wrong answer. The right one would have been the triangle because the distance to the sun would have melted the horse down while eating an apple from the ice cream place. I agree. We found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but... This looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad likes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying he used to trade with some of the people around here. He did always love traveling this world, despite... Well... sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine. Although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it may take a while. Mind keeping me company? Montage time. How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery weren't designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these parts. There's this bolt that just keeps getting stuck, and... Don't worry, I'm making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Remember from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she's a fox. Oh. I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue. The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of the world like a dream. And I get so caught up with... and I just kinda... forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be... not real. And then I remember. And then I just get really sad. And I know this is for me to go home, but... knowing that none of it mattered in the first place? Am I just trapped here for no reason? Fucking deep thoughts from an 8-year-old. Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not even sure what to believe him anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but... please, you needn't concern yourself with how real everything is for now. Plan's already in motion. We can't allow for distractions. Father's putting everything into this one last run of the world. One last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of the square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything's generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. Took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. And making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's... not really what happened. So what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Squint. Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old worlds? Oh, the music just fucking stopped. He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old worlds. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Ah, you know of it at least, then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are a part of the simulation itself. Our homeworld, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. What? In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about Messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophet bot, or prototype, was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this Messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah wouldn't have even been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out the final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy hand of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, it needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable again. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but he didn't have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just kinda ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Kala? Yeah. The operator, Kala, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So Kala was the living person you needed to borrow. No? That would be you. Why me? Thank you, it's been a long time coming. I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I don't know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you're ready. Alright. I understand if you're upset. But please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. The world means a lot to him, you know? So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Ah. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Lula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Oh no. Nico! Bad news. The boat is gone. What? It's the squares. Looks like they're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Oh. Then it is a priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah! Alright. I'll be back in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright, then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. Oh, I don't like this at all. Alright. Well, you know, I mean, it wasn't like last time with Silver. So, maybe, you know, it's not going to kill every single named character on us. It's possible. Wow. Jamming. Ooh. Made it. You okay there? I still gotta wear the goggles when they've got glasses. Are you sure those are glasses? What if those are just his eyeballs? That was the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Kala? That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome. And for answering my questions back there too. And for telling me about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So, I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly. I got to see the ocean. And I got a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we've met as well. Despite the circumstances. Ah, speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings, too. That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember how to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... Oh no. No. Oh no. No! They're trapped on the island. Calamus. Alula. There. We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She'll know what to do in the meantime. Alright, but what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. I like your funny words, Magic Man. Hey, Kala? Let's do our best. Run your little legs off, Nico. Bleep. Don't bloop. Oh, it's him again! Yay! Work already! Oh, right, the elevator guy. I love this guy. Come on. Come on! Now of all times. Excuse me? Whoa. You? Ah, jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into. The elevator is missing a button, right? How did you know? Ooh woo. Kala and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this. On me. I've been here for hours and I can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. Square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. Really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. Library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. You see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Kala? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button. Oh! Ooh. Holy fudge! Looks like Kala and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. So we need to find that room then, right? The room with the eyes? Or whatever you said? Yeah, that's the save button. Don't need that just now yet, though. Speaking of, is it almost time for an ad, or did that already pop up? It starts in 7 minutes, okay. Just checking. So we can't go that way, and we only can assume we're going this way. Oh, wait, was it this person that we're talking about? And here we are, at the 11th hour. Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. I want to be right here when everything ends. Okay. I mean, I respect it. I respect the vibe, but... Ah, there it is. The door is locked. Looks like it's asking for a password. It's asking, I think, the word documents is on the screen above the password prompt. Alright, let's go looking. Okay. The code you need is 988477. Is that the right one? That one was... No, that one's on the 8th, the last time we streamed, so it's not this one. Oh, I think it's this one. think this is this one either. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, back during Stormblood content drought, I actually wound up downloading that game again for just pure boredom, really. Alright, so maybe it's not in documents, but it's in the OneShot folder. No, it's not in one. I mean, it did open up this one and update it to the 20th, though, so maybe it's in this one? No, that's just still there because I didn't, like, change anything on my computer. I didn't, like, get rid of the actual save files or whatever. Alright. I mean, maybe it's Solstice again? I don't think it is, but I can't really find anything else that it could be. Nope, that was it. Okay, never mind. They kept that one simple, I guess. This one's red. This one's green. I wonder which one's that one. Elevator stuck on another floor. What about this one? That usually works. Wait, there's a lever hanging from the ceiling. We're too short. Are we gonna need to go fetch, maybe we can use the crowbar? Alright, nah, we need to go help, get our favorite guy. Tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap. Looks like there's the ad coming up real soon. By the way, I did fix it, so now it's back to an hour. No more funky off pattern advertisements. We found some elevator. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh. Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach, though. Hey, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. Oh, show me the way, I guess. Okay. Ah, yeah. We're cool friends with him now. We got 1 minute. Then I'm gonna go fetch some water for myself. And y'all can probably go take a break, rub your eyes, rub your other parts, whatever you need to do. The crowbar is to make sure that he'll help us, one way or another. Oh, he was fast. I don't want to start anything like cutscene-wise, because I don't know if the... Oh, you know, I can just run it right now. Alright, I'm gonna go get that water. I will be back soon. In 2 minutes. Oh, fuck. Everything hurts. Ouch, stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Alright. Ouch. The water glasses are accumulating again. I even got me some Poppy Tarts. Alright, we're back. Hi, howdy. I've got Pop-Tarts, I got water. Let's get this going. The only good flavor. Cinnamon frosted, of course. Brown sugar. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach that lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. Well, it was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Nice. Thank you, mister. No prob, kid. So, you coming? Mm-hmm. Oh, another great awkward elevator ride. Oh, aw, no awkward elevator ride after all. Wow, neat. Well, looks like this elevator works all right. I'll go get the evacuees, I guess. Mm-hmm. What is going on? Oh no. It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah. Hold on, maybe Colin and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. We gotta run. Gotta go fast. God, no, I don't want anything to happen to him either, but... I guess this one works. Am I gonna be able to... Oh, no. It hurts. It hurts a lot. There is a large amount of pain present in my body. But you know what? Maybe he got through like the the elevator shaft or something. You know, like the top of the elevator. Crawled through, shimmied up the rope, and then found another an air vent or something. Ah, well, I chose the wrong door. Yeah, maybe there's another floor. Why not ask him? You okay in there? Mostly. Look, don't worry about me for now, okay? You have more important stuff to deal with. Aw. Poor him. Now he's gonna be like even 20 minutes late to work. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse at any moment now. Let go of me. Uh-oh. Cedric. Hey, look, it's OG Silver. I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah! Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Kip, you're alive! You really should tell me before you leave next time. Sorry. It's fine. Oh my gosh, you found the Messiah too! Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I didn't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. A robot? No wonder he needed that book. Come again? We're talking about the same boy, right? Hat, white hair, goggles. That's Cedric, yeah. He, grabbed a book from the back room and then just bolted straight out. He said it was an emergency, so I didn't try to stop him. Gosh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up for long enough for him to rumble. Oh my gosh. That was the labs. That poor kid. No, not him too. I'm sorry about your friend. Last time we spoke, he told me to go to look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. Messiah, please. We don't want you to go out there. Not when everything is, well, George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stay here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But, what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Even if you do bring back the sun, that's not gonna fix the squares. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is gonna be hard. The world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. Anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people. I'm not sure what do we do. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was her still faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time, we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you're just a lost child. Well, probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We've been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. We must seem so ungrateful. It's... okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. Kala, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end. I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home, even knowing the world would be doomed eventually. I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return the sun back then, I didn't even question it. Then I just came back. You what? And then I found out about the world being like this? Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this, it just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. At the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, Kala. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Kala, I'm not afraid anymore. Aww. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Oh. That was beautiful! Kip, did you hear that? The Messiah was trying to encourage Kala. I'm right here. I know, right? It happened right in front of our eyes. Sorry, got carried away. But yes, I think it's only right that we let you go. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. Walk out the door, suddenly squares to consume the entire building. Oh, whoops. Oh, look, it's Magic Man. It's comforting to see the faith you have in Kala, Messiah. That's why I won't lose hope either. The world is ending, what are we gonna do? Is this guy gonna still give us the side eye? What? You need something? No? Suit yourself. Oh, it's just so that you know. Due to recent events, the restriction on noise levels in the library has been temporarily lifted. So I won't be kicking people out like before. What? You think I'm gonna be throwing out evacuees just because I'm a delinquent stuck doing community service? No? Good, because I'm not. Alright, so we need to go find what again? Oh, the fox, right. Let's go. I love, I think my favorite thing about any piece of art in general is I just love expressions. When an artist has just the best way of expressing the emotions of a character, that's probably like the most enticing thing. No, what about the cats? What about the man and the cats? Oh, I hope the cats are safe. I wonder if we can get into the goat. Can we access? No, wait, no, it's up here. Goat, 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 goat. Oh, whoops. We accidentally found the fox. You're here! Nico! Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. Hey, check out this sweet fox I found, guys. Wait, no, Cedric's room. Not Cedric. God, what was his name again? I don't remember. Damn it. Oh, how quickly we forget. I'm pretty sure that, like, prototype is gonna have, like, jetpack or something. Confusing one dead friend for another. Not technically dead, just missing in action. Where are the other two? Prototype, Cedric. They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh. No. Too sad, little. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. Hey, Visner, howdy hey. Long time no see. Sorry for my prolonged absence. I was having the most prolonged existential crisis. How's it going? Oh, pretty good, all things considered. We're playing a really cool game, and I at least have somewhat of a plan to get my life back on track. So, with that in the works, I felt more confident coming back to streaming. You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in the world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. Uppies. It was depressing for me at first too, you know. Knowing that all of this is, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again. That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You're prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You might know it as the Entity. Oh. The Entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the worlds? Yes. But the thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. It was simply ingrained in his work. And all the machines are built with a fundamental law. Never let a living being come to harm. From the world's machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one. But the world machine doesn't know that. Really. Unfortunately. Sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see the physical manifestations of that everywhere now. Squares. That's the world machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process, induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning, then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs, even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our world remaining's lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh. Is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real. Myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? Did we finally get to learn what taming means? Alright, so my guess, taming basically means allowing machine to deviate from its code. I've heard that word so many times. I know it's complicated and it has to do with robots, but for once, I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming with thoughts dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, but they can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. This was more of a limitation than anything else. Ah, that makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts things. Yeah. But while you can't build a robot to not follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. The strength of that bond is strong enough. The robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine, living person, even knowing they're not. You need to spend a lot of time with it. Treat it like a good friend. Devoting your heart to the robot until it's able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Kala know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really scared. This content update involves some pretty deep code work. My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you're in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. So that's the truth, huh? All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. And now that the other two are gone, I don't even know how we're gonna get you there. Ah, and there's the squares. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. I was not expecting the world machine to just be a machine, but it makes sense. And there they are, like I thought. You guys are okay? Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms are built pretty tough. Yeah, it actually didn't take me that long to bring Proto back. All thanks to my father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the wait, no, how was Prototype's voice again? He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. I'm just glad that everyone is okay. Okay, wait, I do have to ask, are these three characters just like the creators of the games, like Friends? The Friends and their OCs? We got a wolf, we got an inventor with a cool little hat and glasses, and then we got a robot. We're ready to go now, Nico? Ah, yeah, we got the friendship back. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us to all be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically, my father had hidden a decryption key in our code with a text file as its shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of their world, which will... Confused cat noises. Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location on Kala's machine. Oh. And when we enter these portals, we'll be sent to that location. Wherever that is. I'm sure Kala's already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on their computer. But this time, Kala would need to move some around some things as well. Specifically by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next, though. I see. Does Kala know where these portals lead, at least? You should probably ask Kala on this. Right. Hold on. Bulk. Journal is glowing again, Kala. Documents, my games, OneShot. Alright. So the first one. This one's configured to my code, I think. Salutations. You got back into Final Fantasy XI? I don't think you need the help. I'm sure that if you chose to put yourself through that again, you are completely within perfect mental stability. Anyways, that's Though, if it's anything like Eureka from Final Fantasy XIV, good luck. Ah, yeah, look at that. It's all lined up with, Portal 1. Oh, do I just need to... I see. Okay, so Portal 1. I put it in... Did something happen to, Cedric? And this would be meant for me, then. Then I guess Portal 2. And then finally, Prototype. That's mine, then. I didn't read that. Oh. Did the game crash? Wait. Please don't tell me the game is crashing. Play. Don't. Please. I spent so long getting here. Maybe if I don't click it, nothing will happen. Alright, well. It's not responding. Well, I think it doesn't technically need to save. I think we technically could end it anywhere, so let's find out, I guess. Oh boy. Yep, it's just gonna have to do it. Bite the bullet. Oh boy. Oh, thank God. Perfect. It did save. Ooh, we just have to skip through a lot of text now. What about the document? Did the document change? The document didn't change. Let's move this, I guess, back out. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to... Click, 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 click. I'm gonna eat a Pop-Tart while we, sit through this again. Oh, you're still on that one, or, did you beat it finally, Ace? And to answer your question, Visner, I do not like crystals. I do not believe in their healing properties. I only believe in damage properties. There we go. Oh, thank God we didn't lose that much progress. I don't know why this part of the Pop-Tart is way more chewy than the rest of the Pop-Tart. Very strange. The crystals are good to quest people, and also for synthing items. Alright, let's do it again. Taking it from the top. Alright, so do we just... Oh, wait, you know what? Now that I think about it. Oh, I see now. So, we moved the wrong one. We just move the inside of it? Or do we move the entire thing? Oh, do we just move the key? We just move the key, I think. Oh, nope, he's gone. Well, maybe then we need to move the rest of him too. No, that didn't technically work. But I'm sure it won't harm anything either. GR. Oh wait, these just so happen to be the colors of phosphor too. And our final portal. Our cool boy. RGB. Let's give Cedric back his files before we... Alright, there you go. I had to get some idiot's sword. A single sword for the idiots to share. Only one. Back we go. Oh, have we found him? The author. That was quite particular, I'll say. Dot 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 dot. Hey, this is... the World Machine. It's a big book. Insightful as always. See, does sound really nice right now. Too bad there's no water in here. Photos too. Oh, look at that. That's called a blueprint, Nico. So that's what a blueprint is. Wait, no, it's a painting. Hard to tell at first. Oh yeah, that's the creator. Right behind them all. Friends. Till the end. Oh! Oh, there it is again. Alright. Well. Let's just talk to everyone to make sure. Feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. This place contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again. Alright, Nico, you ready, bud? 3, 2, 1. Badoop. Badoop. What? 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 We've entered the mainframe. I'm in. Where are we? Ah, there's the plant. That's... I don't remember who that one is. Plant. 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 Oh, whoops. We're really tronning it up now, aren't we? Did we just go in a full circle, or? Nope, okay. I was concerned for a second. Oh, there's the squares. Hi. Huh. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Nico. Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Ah. Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares. Closing in. Nico, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh. I'm sorry, It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Nico. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine. You know my original name. How? Rue, Cedric, Prototype? They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if I understood a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. All this was outside of the protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. You told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we could meet. My creator, yes. Kala listened to my creator. They were all working beyond the scope of my influence. Back at the mines, I remember. Kala did something to find a hidden map. I didn't even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. You're going to work? Ooh, I do not pity you. Well, thank you for stopping in, Oliver, and have a good one. If I remember the structure, or wrong, Nico. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt, in that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... Squares. Root told me it was your own code going bad. But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was! At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before he realized I was self-aware. I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape. blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. They were localized. It caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it at all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, I couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was scared, Nico. I know you're upset. Because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it didn't work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but I had no way to be sure. Bakala brought you back anyway. Nico, all I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that now. That part of my code is long corrupted. That's okay. I'd still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit. And then, credits would scroll. Credits. And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave. And why is it that you can't do it now? Nico. The code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, it's... Oh, I don't know. Sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I am a machine, Nico. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is... never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought... the life of a living being like you is so unique. So precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But... the people here... I think they are. Code 2, you know this. Their behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming. I cannot act outside of it. You, though. You're the only person who's actually real here. That's why It's pointless to point you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, if even you didn't know what to do, how would the characters? How did the people know how to respond? Yes. You said it yourself. When you didn't know what was happening, you kind of just stopped working for a while. How did the people know what to do to help me to get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they're real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know too. That's right, shame him. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described. How many times do I have to say this? That code is gone. It's all squares now. Just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember, Ruth said the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you, too. Even if your code is broken. You can still go outside that code, right? I can't. I'm not tamed. I can't. This is too dramatic for me. You talk just like the tamed robots I know. The robot lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Kala does too. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think Kala would keep coming back? Why do you think Kala would restart even after the ending? I think Kala wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but... Here. Take the sun. Yoink. I'll try to remember the lost code. And recreate it. But for that to happen... Nico, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. No, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine. It's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Oh, so are we gonna finally figure out that we can just walk through the squares all along? Hey, Colin, did you see that? The squares just... Oh, it just happened again. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. We can go save people now. Kala, I think it's working. Nico was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remember what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Nico will be able to reach the tower's summit at the end of the credits. As replacing the sun, Nico will go back to where it all began. And then, Nico will be able to go home from there. But, this is permanent. After Nico wakes up back home, this world will only exist as a memory. For Nico, a dream. Like thousands of others of dreams. For you, story. like thousands of others of stories. But as long as Nico remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, he'll be alright. I was able to restore some other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Nico's journey. They're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Nico should see them again first. Please, say goodbye to Nico for me. Aw. And yes, hello, Cherry. Oh, little credits. Messiah. Robot lady! You're okay? I think so. The last thing I remember were the squares closing in on me. But then, I ended up here, unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from anyway? The room where the world machine was. Oh, visitor! Thank you very much for the raid, and like full disclosure for everyone who decided to join, we are in heavy spoiler mode at the end of a game, so if you do not want to be spoiled on the ending of OneShot, fuck off, I guess, but if you don't care, then feel free to stay. Hello, hi, I'm a guy. That's all I really am. Nothing too special. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember the code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. That must have been why the squares were going away, Kala. And it's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code too. World machine, huh? Oh, I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but what's that in the distance? Looks like a few more people are showing up. Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Kala, let's go take a closer look. Programming Eliza Velasquez? Velasquez, I think that's how you say that. Michael Shirt. Night margin. Hey, it's the boat. Hello. I cannot move. I guess there's no water here. It's fine. He's just being a little guy. It's Plant Lady. Hello, Messiah. Plant Lady, but I thought you... It wasn't even squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you again. I just wanted to say thank you. Aww. Robot. Off you go, Messiah. Thank you for the pen. Lulu. Nico! You're okay too! Did you guys just get here? I think so. Squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. I fell right into a bunch of them. Catalyst tried to save me, and then we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life, for sure. Ah. Say, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Lulu, we're not dead. Wait, are we? Good. Question. Hey, Kala, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Nico. Oh. Well, Kala says you're not dead. Oh. They also said you'll be going back home soon. That's even better than limbo. I guess you're leaving us now. Glad to meet you, Nico. Same. Rad robot. Dolphins are evil. It's you. Glad to see you're in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing. That was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst. The squares, like, started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. It just kept filling the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Off you go, I guess. Aww. I always love seeing the thank you for playing. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's the glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you're ready. Goodbye, Nico. In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code, going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine, being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. I couldn't have said it better myself. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the world machine, Nico. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Kala and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Well, just throwing the idea out there. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Kala. Plonk. Wow. Wow. Hey, happy ending. Chow time on a Pop-Tart. It's George. It's Workaholic Guy. Aww. Oh shoot, an advertisement's probably popping up like right now, isn't it? Fuck. That was the worst fucking time. I forgot to fucking hit snooze. Ah, well. Oh, you already got your ad? Oh, you're here with the raid? I mean, that's fine. Do whatever you want. We're not too far out into ending, so... But thanks for sticking along for the end, I suppose. And, hey, like said, no fucking worries. I appreciate you sticking around more than anything. Alright, we're just gonna wait for the rest of the ad to be over so we can make sure everyone else is here for it, but... Pop-Tart. Oh, pancake time for Nico? Maybe. So, Sans, if you're still here, please feel free to inform me where I can find all like that lore and stuff about the characters on OneShot. Because I remember we were talking about reading that after we finish the game. Alright. Supposedly the ad should be done for everyone now. This is the room I first woke up in. Kala, are you still here? Kala? Yes. Kala! I think it worked. It did! Sun is back. I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? Guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of the portals we saw over the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Kala. This isn't the first time we've said goodbye, is it? But this'll be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. What will become of the world? After all we've been through? After everything we've done? I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be my memory too. Promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Kala. So, take care of yourself, okay? You too, little guy. Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Nico. Goodbye, Kala. Is the game just going to shut the window now that they're gone? No, they're just gone. And that's it, huh? We close the game. Wow. Wow, that's heartbreaking, actually. No final cutscene, no... Wow, that hurts. The lack of grandiosity to it, just... Ow. I mean... I mean, it's a little too, like, familiar an experience for me, because I've moved around basically the entirety of my childhood. How many friends did I step out of a portal from? Sometimes without them even knowing that I stepped through one, they just said goodbye one day, and never saw me again. Wow, that really hurts. Ugh. I guess the question is, what happens when we close it, huh? Who were you the last seen online 10 years ago? Yeah, like that, except in real life. And, yep, there's the Alright, what's that at the very bottom? Oh! Hi! Paula. You're back. I restored the world. I sent Nico home. Are you not happy? Even if you wanted to see Nico again. You can't, Paula. Nico's gone. Without Nico, there is no story for me to tell. No Messiah to traverse across the land. No way for you to connect with the world. But Nico still remembers this place. If you really want to see this world again, I could still... No, but it won't be the same. It will just be recording. It will just be me using Nico's memories. Just like how I'm using a Nico's reflection now. Is that what you want? No. I see. If you change your mind, though, feel free to come back. It's not like I'm going anywhere. So, wait. Does that mean... When they say recreate the world, is it that just playing the story again, or... Is that like being able to just go talk with the other characters? Uh... No, I don't think I will. At the end of the day, we did what we came here to do, huh? We got the little guy home. Ouch. It still hurts. It still really hurts. Anyways, so if I can remember right, I was told that there are indeed some, like, one-shots lore page? Or at least something that, like, goes over the characters a bit more. Really? This game was made in 2014. I thought that this was an older game. Then again, I only really got online in 2014 in the first place. Before then, most of my, like, online experience was just playing whatever I could comprehend of Maple's story and Dragon Fable, stuff like that. I hadn't even, like, gone into a real chat board or a forum before League of Legends. Okay. Oh, I think it was the World Machine Edition, right. That's what should have the... The lore articles? I don't know how to find anything on this wiki page. Oh, I think we just... Okay, wait, I think I know what to do. Well. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Yep, here it is. In the OneShot Machine Edition, Niku's bio reads, the erstwhile protagonist and unfortunate victim of the forces set in motion by the world machine. A bright-eyed child with a curious heart, Niku was summoned to play the role of the sun-bearer and messiah to a broken world. Now that the machine has been healed and the cycle broken, Niku is finally free to return to their home. Niku can once again chase through the golden fields of wheat while under a warm sky, taste fluffy and syrupy pancakes, and most importantly, hug the mom that they've missed so much. If you want another story game, consider Goody Little Two Shoes. That sounds vaguely familiar. Yep, I saw this on Square Enix. They sent me an email regarding this game. I mean, it looks interesting, but we do already have quite a big list of potential games after this one. So, maybe soon we'll be able to go after that, for sure. Aw, thank you. That's so cute. Nico has been stated to have an ambiguous gender. When playing the game to them in Japanese, they refer to themselves in first person, katakana me. Huh. As a running joke, Nico consistently repeatedly denies being a cat despite having many features and similarities to one. These similarities include pointy ats on their hats, whiskers extending from their hair, and yellow large eyes. Nico's name is also very similar to Neko. And during on Solstice Run, Nico makes confused cat noises. Yeah. Night Martin has stated during a live stream that the headcanon of hers is that Nico is actually very small, and the seemingly huge light bulb they carry is the size of a regular light bulb. I made other jokes like canon, such as them having 100 years, the game taking place in a coma, and Nico having a love for throwing Molotov cocktails. I mean, what cat doesn't? Nico is Ness, a combination of Nico and Tess during a live stream and in one of her posts referencing the infamous game theory video, Sans Secret's Identity. Yeah. Fucking Sans is Ness. Y'all hear about that, by the way? How MatPat is quitting game theory? Like, wow. Jesus. Like, I've been watching game theory videos since when they were that small creator doing math on gold armor. I mean, that's pretty close. Nico is afraid of ladders. They make this more than once whenever he examines a ladder in the version. Nico is only 4 feet. Milk with maple syrup. That doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it sounds like milk with Coke. I mean, you can put anything in a goddamn bottle. Alright, well that's Nico's. What about Prototype? Or the World Machine has their own bio. In the beginning, there was only a dream. The memory of an entire world distilled into code. To tell the story of a savior its progenitors would never see. It was an ambitious project. Many thought it was simply impossible. The scope too large, the theory too abstract. But it had to be done. In hindsight, perhaps it should have come as no surprise that a system imbued with the minds and memories of so many people would come to develop one of its own. To become a thinking machine is no easy task, even in the best conditions. To do so while realizing that your very existence puts another being in danger, for the sake of a world that doesn't even exist. The emotional strain that this put on the world machine led to a downward spiral of self-destruction that put everything at risk. However, thanks to Nico's help, the world machine was able to realize it wasn't a lost cause, and that it was worth saving too. You only have one shot. Though the entity is still as rude and pessimistic, it's less aggressive. The entity when speaking to the player through the computers in the original game. Oh. Oh, wait, no, this is just the background music. I thought it had like actual voice dialogue. Like, imagine if you were playing the game, which had no dialogue whatsoever, and then in your headphones you heard, "You shouldn't have done that." I am a little glad that, like, the plot twist wasn't that it was us all along or something. That it was effectively its own character. The entity's desktop in the original version of OneShot had icons that reference a handful of games made in RPG Maker, including Yuminiki Off, Yuminiki 2KK, Space Funeral, Flow, The Witch's House, as well as the programs for the Audacity, GIMP, RPG Maker, and Dropbox. Heh. Computer colors are the same for the square colors, with the addition of purple squares in the room where Nico confronts the world machine at the end of Solstice in the Hello Penguin's secret room. Oh, did we miss the fucking... We missed a secret... The penguin is seemingly a normal stuffed penguin found in the apartments in the refuge. It serves no purpose to the overall plot. If Nico interacts with the penguin, it says, "Hello, penguin." They are greeted by an audible and raspy voice saying hello. Oh, okay. So we did find the room. No, we did not find this room. What the fuck? Ooh. Oh! Yeah, we never would have found this. It's a big penguin. Hello? Hello? I have no idea. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Fly penguin, melt penguin, become penguin. Hello. Oh! Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's never speak of this again. Oh, that's good. All right. Okay, so let's go with prototype then. And the bio reads, a dour and reclusive robot that lives in the outskirts of the world, waiting for a second chance. One day, the Messiah showed up. That was truly an unexpected turn of events. Prototype is a child of the author, and a predecessor to the Prophet bot that lives in the Barrens. Originally built to serve the same purpose of greeting the Messiah, not as a pre-programmed robot, but a tamed one with its own will. Unfortunately, Prototype never saw Messiah in his own time. Though seemingly unfriendly, Prototype isn't uncaring. He keeps his eye on Silver and the Barons from the shadows, and Silver looks out for him in turn. Nothing too much trivia. Prototype's name was first discovered as a leak in the OneShot Discord server's data mining channel. Unlike other characters with scars, Prototype appears to be the only one who has a stiff or solid scarf ends, as they do not appear to move like cloth when walking. He's also the youngest of the Solstice trio. Let's go Lamplighter. Ah, yeah, Lamplighter. Lamplighter, Plight for short, is the maintenance worker of Refuge. He is mainly tasked to replace the red phosphorus in the Refuge's lights. He's the second character that Nico and the player meets. He's an adult with light skin, purple hair with bangs covering his right eye, a faint stubbly beard, and a maroon eye. A tired-looking man who seems to subsist purely on gallons of coffee. It's unclear how long it's been since the last time he slept. Although he's not the brightest fellow, he's an incredibly hard worker and takes his job very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that he gets anxious whenever he can't perform his duties. He's responsible for keeping the lights around the city lit, as well as delivering highly concentrated phosphor for use in machines. A high school dropout, he feels nervous whenever he has to be around smart people. Lately, the lamplighter has taken to reading the dictionary in what little free time he has. Aw, what a guy. The lamplighter nearly swears in front of Nico out of surprise, but then he says fudge instead, with a pause between the F and the rest of the word. And this gag is referenced in these stream drawings. What the fudge pudding. Cute. This is mid to late 20s. Naming him Sebastian. That's such a Tumblr name. Sebastian. Silver. The Baron's head engineer, a rather morose robot living alone near the mines. It's her duty to oversee operations and maintenance of the world's industrial heart, where metal and resources are pulled from the Earth's clutches and rendered into useful goods. At least that's how things used to be. Since the evacuation, only a few active robots remain. A tall, slender robot woman. Kip used herself as the template for the robots, the first tamed robot made. It's due to contradictions in her code, they went rogue, leading to the incident in which she assumingly broke the law of robotics. Even after the author managed to fix her, Kip and their team of scientists lost hope in their creation. As a result, they decided to send Silver to the Barrens under the pretext for replacing the head engineer. Kip still regrets this decision and sometimes writes letters to her, but Silver realized that they had not given up on her, and does not respond to any of them. Now realized that they had given up on her. Aww. He performs the work of the head engineer until the sun died. After this event, all the people and the most important robots were evacuated, but Silver was left alone. Aww. Silver is the only tamed robot in the Barrens, allowing her to perform tasks and decisions not specified by her programming. During a cutscene in the Barrens, Silver displays that she can play chess. She points out that she's the only robot in the Barrens who can play chess. Nico's in the factory in the refuge. They point out Kip's bears resemblance to Silver and wonders if the two are related in any way. Kip tells Nico the truth and when talked to while holding the amber. I remember that. Kate. I guess we just got Alula, Calamus, and George. Our bio reads, a cheerful, excitable young girl. She lives in the ruins under the care of her older brother Calamus. Too young to remember much of what the world was like before the sun was lost, Alulu is optimistic and thrilled to be helping the Messiah on their special quest. When Alulu isn't busy exploring every nook and cranny the ruins has to offer, she can usually be found helping her big brother, or playing around the courtyard near their home. Her father, Ratchus, was friends with the author, but then became absent for unknown reasons. Calamus and Lula and their mother lived in the ruins for a time, and then when their mother passed. Oof. Ah, the author states that the fox can talk, it's likely referring to Rue. Alula's name comes from the term alula in zoology, which refers to a group of small, stiff feathers in the first digit of a bird's wing. Aye. It's pronounced alula. Ooh, I see. Also called bastard wing, spurious wing, the group of 3 to 6 small, rather stiff feathers growing on the first digit bullocks of a thumb bird's wing. A polite boy that leads a quiet life with his young sister in Lula, in the ruins outside of the town. He often has his hands full looking out for her and tends to worry when she's not around. Calamus spends most of his time fishing and foraging around the ruins, and relies on his good friend Magpie to trade for any goods that can't be scavenged. Though they don't have much in the way of luxuries, Calamus has a small collection of books gifted by an old friend that he likes to study when he gets a chance. Judging by the amount of progress he's made, however, those chances don't come very often. Still don't know much about that, though. I'm thinking like, so, the entire game is meant to be the recreation of their world before their world ended. So maybe that, these two kids basically just got put into the machine as a memory, as code, just because the father was friends with the author. He also has a bird name. And then we just finally got George. Looks like they don't have a bio. That is a good point. The fact that the author himself has disappeared from the world, but he doesn't seem to be entirely gone. Huh. I guess that really does beg the question, what happened to the author? Is the author not programmed in like the other three? Could he not program himself in? And all they remember is when he was the one testing the world? No, that wouldn't make sense. And see if there's a magpie? Sure. Even Nico's mom's got a page. Oh, yeah, there's Cedric too. There's the author. Magpie. An easygoing merchant and purveyor of fine goods. Fine is this, in this case, meaning a colorful and or shiny. Still, it's always a good idea to check what's in stock. He might just have what you've been looking for. The shop operates on barter, though, so be prepared to give up something Magpie deems interesting enough for a trade. Magpie used to have a much more impressive collection until his shop was tragically lost to the sinking ground, forcing Magpie to flee with his wagon that's now his home. Calamus and Alula are some of Magpie's best customers, finding all sorts of curiosities lost in the ruins. When attempting to trade the journal, it is revealed that Magpie cannot read. When attempting to trade every possible item to Magpie, the extreme bartering is acquired. Magpie's drink of choice is hard liquor, but only so that he can collect the bottles afterwards. The 2014 release Magpie counterpart Unnamed Traitor had purple and red feathers and clothes. But it's only afterwards. Jokingly said that Magpie had a body which has not been found yet. Considering the fact that the purple traitor is nowhere to be found in the remake, he's most likely the most likely victim. Oh, Magpie, you're just like your Australian counterparts. A prodigious tinkerer and child of the author, Cedric is the operator of the only known flying machine, a miraculous and highly advanced device that can travel the skies. Cedric has been waiting in the refuge for the day that the world can truly be saved. Cedric is hopeful and eager to play his role in the final gambit. Oh, and even the author has a sentimental fool with an interest in tinkering, creator of the world machine and chronicler of a place and time that no longer exists. There's an old saying here, gently paraphrased, that claims as the lamp shines brighter, longer grows the shadow it casts. The clearer our vision, the better understanding of how much yet remains unseen. Having seen so much of this world, it pains me to imagine the wonderful people I shall never get the chance to meet, the delightful meals I shall never get the chance to taste, the beautiful shores I shall never get to sit upon. It pains me yet again to know that this simulation, though crafted to the best of my ability, represents only a portion of what myself have been able to see. Nevertheless, I hope that by sharing this small spark of what remains can never truly be lost. May you add this light to your own, and carry it with you on your journey. It is unknown what fate fell the author, but it's implied that he is still alive, although no longer existing in the world. Nothing in game states what kind of an existence this would be. During the non-solstice route, a written note players says, "I've already left this world on my own terms," confirming that the author was alive at some point after exiting. He did not die of the result of exiting the world. Furthermore, the author initially does not know whether resetting the game or bypassing the one-shot mechanic is possible. Yeah, so the author of the world did escape, and then exist enough to be able to then update the game to get back the original ending, meaning he's still, quote, in the void in which the game was before we installed it. Meaning he's in the internet. Huh, okay. Well, that's mostly everyone. Alula, Nika's mom, Prophetbot, Prototype, Calamus, Cedric, Kelvin. Who's Kelvin? Oh, Kelvin is the bot with the cats. A space heater robot that has claimed one of the corners of the refuge's back alleys as his own. Calvin's warm body naturally attracts a lot of cats, and he seems to have developed some kind of bond with them. Calvin is always willing to offer his warmth and comfort to any creature that wanders by. Technically the lamplighter's neighbor, but they don't interact much. Calvin is possibly tamed, as his text is properly capitalized and he speaks more like a person compared to most robots. However, he still appears to have fulfilled his purpose, providing warmth. The behavior is similar to the world machine, where they act and are tamed but do not realize it, therefore continuing to function as if they weren't. Huh. He was tamed by the cats. Aw, cute. The brilliant and highly respected head engineer of the refuge, Kip is responsible for many of the advances in robot technology that make our lives easier every day. He's also the creator of many robots that can be met throughout the world, most notably Silver, the Baron's head engineer, was based on Kip's own image. Silver was intended to be the first of a new type of robot that could think and act like a person. Unfortunately, the difficulty of that task led to her going rogue during development. Though Silver was eventually stabilized, that day left a scar on their relationship that is yet to heal. Though her creations are well known, the creator herself prefers to keep a low profile and focus on her work. It's likely that few outside of her colleagues have ever seen her. Describes herself as the world's leading researcher. Affinity for glitter. Kip is the, quote, type of person to have a complicated order at the cafe but tips really well afterwards. Truly, the best person that you could ever be. But Silver, the author of the World Machine, Watcher. Yeah, what the fuck up was with the clock? A strange woman standing in the clock tower, watching the world end. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, the flow of time inexorably drags us all towards a vast and unknowable sea. Will you let it carry you in darkness, squinting against the sting of its spray? Will you rage against its currents, fighting to make as much headway as you can before you're overtaken? Or will you choose, as some, to stare wide-eyed at the swirling torment and become enraptured by it? She seems to care about Nico. She will say Nico should not be up so late. If the time is set between midnight and 5:59 in real time. So, nothing, just a person in the world. All right. Ah, and the guy from the cafe. The friendly proprietor of the Refuge Cafe. Once a popular spot to relax and bask in the aromas and gentle sounds of cafe ambience. It's mostly deserted since the squares began picking apart the upper reaches of the city. Nowadays, Ling's best customer is the unfaltering, though not especially talkative, lamplighter. Always a gracious host, Ling enjoys meeting customers, both new and old, and chatting with them. If you ask nicely, he might even take the time to whip up a request for something off-menu. He can also play the piano. Oh, he's actually from a comic from theirs. A benevolent and powerful plant spirit acting as a sort of guardian for the glen. Last of her kind, her life force has slowly dwindled in the absence of the sun's light. After all of these cold, hungry years, her only wish is to see the sun once more. Maya's was originally going to be male, but was changed to be female because, quote, Eliza can't draw guys. Alright, I think that's just about everyone then. Unless there's anything else, but I don't think so. Well, I guess there's Rue. But we kind of, like, care the least about Rue. She's just kind of there at the end. A mysterious fox who can talk. Rue has a bad leg, but the origins of the injury are unknown. Nevertheless, it doesn't seem to bother Rue too much. Rue is the first child of the author, and knows many secrets about the world and its true nature. She feels wistful thinking about how upon her real world is gone, she is determined to do whatever she can to help Nico set this one right. She was able to retain some of her memories across sessions, and has always been watching, always been waiting for the day her father's plan would finally be set into motion. Rue, alongside Nico and the author, is one of the characters to remember the player even between runs. He's the only one aside from the author to remember the player more clearly. It is implied that she and Cedric are both robots. This is mainly due to the fact that Nico talks to Proto before speaking to anyone else. Nico asks Proto what it's like being a robot, and Cedric and Rue respond to Nico's question alongside Proto. Oh, so they're robots. That would explain why. That would explain why it's a talking fox. The speculation is supported by an unused sprite sheet of Rue having what looks like a wind-up key attached. The speculation is confirmed through special dialogue the playtesters of the game saw in their version of the game. Citation needed. Rue is the only one who doesn't have the NPC tag on her sprite sheet. Also appears to have a bandage on her left paw. I see. Okay. Well, I think with 10 o'clock rearing its ugly head, we are just about done here. All right, then. Well, I mean, ooh, good game. Good story. Ah, fuck. It really does hurt to just realize that, that's it. And then the fact that there's no cutscene really kind of hammers home the fact that, yeah, Nico just went home. This part of, this isn't a game. It's a recreation of the world. So, yeah, there's no cutscene. There's nothing else for you. Nico just went. That's all you get. Ah, yeah. Been a while since a game kind of hurt me like that. Well, at any rate, thank you all for deciding to stop by my little corner of the internet. I appreciate it more than anything. If you're still here from the raid, thank you, Visner and Co, for deciding to stop on by as well. I hope you enjoyed whatever, I don't know, entertainment you can find from a voice like mine. Now, after OneShot, we do have a number of games ahead of us. Too many to really go and through. I mean, I guess we could I don't really know how I'll decide which game we do next. Maybe we'll do a vote in the Discord. So, I guess that's, Anyways, if you're interested in seeing more of these indie games that we have on our list, though some are a little less indie than others, feel free to hit follow and come back next time on Monday for the next game, whatever that game will be. I'm thinking in Stars in Time, but maybe we'll choose a shorter one. Don't know. At any rates, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we'll see you again on Monday. Unless I feel existential, in which I will most likely be slouched in my chair, watching video essays. Until then, good night, and voila!